Earth, our home, our cradle, and our greatest mystery. Over its 4.6 billion year history, this planet has died 5 times. 5 cataclysms that nearly erased life from existence. Entire oceans disappeared. Skies turned black. Species that ruled the world were wiped out in a geological heartbeat. Yet somehow, against all odds, life always found a way back. Every extinction was both a tragedy and a new beginning. But what if we are now standing at the edge of a 6th? What if the next reset isn't written by volcanoes or asteroids, but by us? Let's travel through time, through ice and fire, through chaos and rebirth, to uncover the story of Earth's 5 extinctions and the shadow of the one that may already have begun. In the beginning, Earth was hell, a molten sphere bombarded by comets and asteroids, its surface boiling with lava. But out of that chaos came balance. Volcanoes exhaled steam that cooled, condensed, and fell as endless rain. For millions of years it rained, until oceans formed. Somewhere deep within those waters, lightning struck a mix of carbon, nitrogen, and hydrogen. Simple molecules combined into complex chains, the first self-replicating structures. It was here, 3.8 billion years ago, that life began. Tiny, fragile, invisible. And yet, from these microscopic pioneers came everything. Fish, forests, humans, us. 444 million years ago, Earth's first great disaster began quietly. During the Ordovician-Silurian extinction, nearly 85% of marine life vanished. Back then, life existed only in the oceans. But the climate suddenly changed. Massive glaciers formed near the poles, locking up seawater and dropping sea levels by more than 100 meters. Continents froze. Oxygen in the seas declined. Entire coral reefs collapsed. The oceans, once vibrant and teeming with trilobites and early fish, turned into graveyards. Scientists believe this catastrophe may have started when changes in solar radiation or volcanic gases thinned the ozone layer, exposing the planet to deadly ultraviolet light. Others even suggest a gamma-ray burst from space sterilized the surface for centuries. It was our planet's first mass reset. Life barely survived, but it did. Hook question for later video cuts. What would Earth look like if that ancient freeze had never ended? 375 million years ago, plants had conquered the land. Forests spread across the continents, transforming the atmosphere and the soil. But this success came with a price. Roots broke down rocks, releasing minerals into rivers. Those nutrients flooded the oceans, fueling massive algal blooms that consumed oxygen. For 20 million years, the seas slowly suffocated. Coral reefs, once the lungs of the ocean, died out. Whole ecosystems collapsed in silence. Unlike an asteroid strike, this extinction wasn't sudden. It was gradual, a slow decay of balance, a warning that sometimes even nature's progress can destroy itself. Then came the worst event in Earth's history. 252 million years ago, the Permian-Triassic extinction, the largest die-off ever known. 96% of species vanished. In Siberia, volcanoes erupted for nearly 1 million years, releasing trillions of tons of CO2. The planet overheated. Oceans acidified, methane seeped from the seafloor, and oxygen dropped to deadly levels. The air turned toxic. Even insects, normally the ultimate survivors, went extinct. It took life over 10 million years to recover. Scientists call it the Great Dying, and many warn that the accelerating carbon emissions of today echo the very same pattern. Hook question. Could humanity's industrial age be triggering a modern version of this ancient catastrophe? 201 million years ago, Earth changed again. the supercontinent Pangaea began to break apart. Tectonic rifts split the crust, releasing massive plumes of CO2 and sulfur. Climate instability followed. Seas rose and fell. Reptiles, amphibians, and countless plants disappeared. But from this chaos rose the dinosaurs. Strong, adaptable, built for extremes. They dominated for more than 130 million years, until the sky itself fell. 66 million years ago, a rock from space, 10 kilometers wide, struck Earth. The Chicxulub asteroid hit with the force of 10 billion atomic bombs. Firestorms engulfed continents. Shockwaves circled the globe. A dust cloud blocked sunlight for years, halting photosynthesis. Plants died, then the herbivores, then the predators. When the skies finally cleared, 3/4 of all life was gone, including the dinosaurs. But in the shadows, small mammals endured, and from them, eventually, came us. Every ending creates a beginning. Now the question no one wants to ask: has the sixth extinction already begun? Every year, around 30,000 species vanish. Forests burn, coral reefs bleach, ice sheets melt, pollution seeps into every ocean trench. Unlike the past 5, this one has a name: the Anthropocene. Because the cause is us. Industrial expansion, overpopulation, deforestation, plastic, climate change, each a spark feeding a global fire. And yet, there is hope. Because for the first time in history, the species causing the crisis is also the one that can stop it. We have the knowledge, the tools, the technology to change course. Recycling, renewable energy, protecting wildlife, educating the next generation. Small acts that ripple through time. We began as survivors. We can still be protectors. Earth has endured 5 extinctions, and each time it healed. But maybe this time, the question isn't whether the planet will survive, it's whether we will. Because Earth doesn't need us. We need Earth. And every small choice we make, every tree we plant, every piece of plastic we refuse, every conversation we start, matters more than we think. So what kind of ancestors will we be remembered as? The ones who ignored the warning signs, or the ones who decided to change everything? If this story made you think, leave a comment. What do you believe the future holds for our planet? And if you want to journey deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos, into the science that connects us all, subscribe to Cosmic Reflections. Because here, every question leads to another universe, and the story has only just begun.